Hey, how's it going? I asked you guys on Instagram if you'd like to see a sketchbook tour, and the general consensus was a yes. So here I am. I finished this sketchbook at the end of March, maybe beginning of April. I've had sketchbooks in the past, but this is the first I've ever finished. So let's get into it. Oh, so this is actually a tattoo design I drew for a friend. I can't remember why it's just loose in here, but because of it, I was using it as a bookmark as I was filling out the sketchbook. Not a very kind way to treat one of your favorite drawings. Also, if you see that brown stain in the left corner, that's on every page in the sketchbook. I didn't do it, someone spilled their coffee, luckily only got on a little bit of the pages. This was actually very outside my comfort zone, but I just had a great time making all these textures, just layering, and yeah, it just ended up being a great piece and I love it. These earlier pages were just for drawings for school and just project idea, thumbnailing. Let me talk about this real quick. I would leave the left side of my sketchbook blank because I didn't want to draw on the spiral or get that page dirty, which I do kick the habit later on. Here is just some sketches, trying to think of an idea for a print that I was doing for a class at the time. Ended up going with this one, followed by further development. Alright, so this stemmed from an idea where I wanted to combine a robot and an aquarium or like a fish tank. Took some of my inspiration from the Iron Giant. I added a thicker outline to the edges, and I like how it makes it look more illustrative. Remember where I said I leave one page blank? Well, sometimes I leave two, like whole spread. This is when I want to have like a fresh start when jumping into another project or another drawing, such as this one. So this is Dax. Dax is an original character from the artist ZHC, and he was having this draw this in your style contest, which I participated in. It was really nice seeing like everyone like draw and have their interpretation shown. Okay, so we're coming up on Inktober of 2019, and hear me out. At this time, I was working a full-time job at the time, and I would come home after like 10 plus hour shifts and try to bang out like 3 to 7 drawings like after doing all that. So some of these are not the best. However, I say there are a few gems in here I like. Like this one, Day 2, Mindless. This is probably my favorite out of all 31 drawings for Inktober. And it's pretty obvious that the effort put into this one is much higher than the rest of them. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this area of my sketchbook. So kind of just gonna speed through these. Day 3, the first design just was not it. Love the second design so much more. Day 4, love it. Just if I had more time, could turn out like really amazing. We don't talk about day 5. Day 6, took it nice and sketchy, drew a husky. Day 7, drew a really cool witch with a crystal. Now, if the day was frail, and I used my biggest and smallest fine liners, so that would be 0.05 and a 0.5. And I just really like the idea of having like something so thin, lightweight line work with such a hard edge, like striking it. Day 9, Swing. Just a lot of Ariana Grande in her God is a Woman video, just swinging from that cloud. Day 10, Pattern, drew my original character. Day 11, Snow. Just try to tell me you would not draw Toshido 2. Try. Dragon. Just drew a cute little dragon hatching from the egg. Day 13, yes I know it's mislabeled. Ash. I don't know, I think I just want to draw like a really ashy rose. Especially because like I struggle with roses. And this is probably the first just the first rose I actually drew nicely, and I really liked it. Day 14, Overgrown. I was just thinking of that one Jimmy Neutron episode with the crown where she just grows this giant head. Can tell I have a pretty interesting thought process. Day 15, Legend. I drew Excalibur, again drawn from the stone. And this one I really liked also, with another style, more like bold and line weight heavy. Next one, Wild. I don't know, just try to draw something weird, with a troll face apparently. Ornament, I don't know, just thought of Harajuku fashion, just really decked out. Misfit, going back to my roots of drawing edgy art. Don't talk about that one. Don't talk about that one. Treasure, the idea was there, my energy, no. This is about where the art block started, and started more relying on reference than creativity. Except Dizzy. Dizzy I like. Dizzy was a good day. Back into the block and low effort. Then there's Ride. Instantly, the song popped in my head, and I had to draw Lana. Injured I like. Played with negative space with my Posca pen. The prompt for this was catch, and I really like the idea I came up with this. May have to come back to it one day. Finally, the last day. We'll say Inktober did not turn out how I thought it would, but at least now I can say I have participated in it, and now I know things I could do different for next time. Still trying to kick this art block. Oh, and then here, started having some free sketches, just to draw out some ideas for a sword design. Anytime I sketch freely, just mindlessly, it looks like a Flash Day tattoo sheet. And I'm not complaining. Now this is one of my favorite drawings I've done so far. Honestly, I wish I recorded the process. I was just getting over my art block. My job was seasonal, so I was starting to have more free time. This one is just like a perfect example of when I just have an idea that will not leave me alone. And it just like makes itself known and has to be drawn. And I'm glad I did. Originally, it wasn't going to be this elaborate, but sometimes you just turn off your brain and just let your hand go. Honestly, I could just keep going about how much I love this piece, but we gotta keep going. Okay, now we're going into January of 2020. Now this was actually for Inktober 52. They would give us a prompt each week for the whole year, and honestly, they couldn't have picked a better year to start this when everyone's home right now. The first prompt was flight, and I wanted to try something different but keep in the wheelhouse of my style, and I really like the way this one came out. I think I skipped like maybe 2 weeks. And then this, I want to say, is week 4. The prompt was snake, so just drew some cute slithery boys peeking their heads out of flowers. Yes, snakes are cute. Don't argue. They're like a cat. Cute until threatened, then they hiss. Just saying. Next few pages, I'm just developing the character designs for my characters Eric and Aronin. They have come away since their first sketches, I will say. They are in a good place now. But I will say they could use a few more tweaks here and there, maybe pin down certain ideas I have floating around. But I'm very happy with where they are now from where they were. Ooh, we're getting to the final stretch now. Okay, so this page, I was prepping myself up to do the 100 Heads Challenge, originally created by Ahmed Aldodi. Hope I say that right. Some of these were freehand, some of these were from reference, just so I could see like where I stand with this. Like freehand, reference. Like I said, like a fresh start when jumping into a whole new project. And notice I'm drawing on both pages. Like I said, I kicked the habit. Now I will say, if you're someone who doesn't draw like faces, portraits, this is a pretty good challenge. I will say from day 1 to the 10th day, the final day, I've seen quite a significant growth in my ability to draw like actual people from reference. Like looking back at all these, I really can't pick a favorite spread. Well, maybe the last page, but the first 1 through 9, I can't choose a favorite spread. Just the progression is just so great to see, and I like just looking at the journey I took from point A to point B. Probably my biggest achievement of 2019. Oh wait, I finished this in 2020, so in doing this, I chose like a bunch of different types of faces, ethnicities, races, ages, some faces with deformities, some faces that are creatures, some with tattoos, some with freckles, just a good mixture of people. And the final spread, I chose to draw 10 people, 10 of my friends. I say I captured them. Like, even if I didn't get all their proportions right, I definitely captured their, like, personalities. Now, for the final page, so I just play around with my Posca pens, just trying out a few techniques, but I really like the eyes. And that's the end. This was a really important sketchbook, but I have another now. And I will say I've been using this one for a lot, and I'm transferring the skills I've learned from that sketchbook into this one. As you can see, I'm a bit through, like about there, but I did not draw on the first page of it. I think now would be a good time, and you see I used, don't look at that, but I'm still drawing on both sides. Hooray for me, just saying. Good job. So, I don't really have a plan for this, so let's just see what happens. Now, I really didn't have a plan for this, so yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I guess I'll just leave you to watch me draw whatever I draw.